Hello guys, welcome back, and today I'm going to show you all of the books that I'm bringing with me to college because I can't bring these whole bookshelves and I'm about to head back. I probably won't have the most time to read, but I always like to have some options, so we have a good amount of books here, so let's get into it. So the first book is a book called Uprooted, and I got this book years ago, and I always thought that it seemed interesting. I think it might be a retelling, like very fairy tale-esque, but one of my friends said that it was one of his favorite books of last year, so that got me interested again in reading it. And this one is a big one of my two very big books I'll be bringing. It's called The Priory of the Orange Tree, and I was always very interested in reading it, and then I found it at Half Price Books last year, so I had to buy it. And I have had two friends who have read it and loved this book so far. And it's a standalone too. I think it has a prequel, but it's always good to have some standalones in the mix, especially when I'm at college. This one too. And I don't want to be buying more books if I love the series. And then the second big one I'm actually going to be taking out of this bin because I'm about to start reading it today, and that is Oathbringer, the third book in the Stormlight Archives by Brandon Sanderson, and I am so excited to get into this. This book is the second book in a series, and I read the first book years ago, and I never continued on with it. But then I found this book for $2, and my friend said that the series was one of her favorites of last year. I get a lot of recommendations from my friends. If they said they love it, then it obviously moves up my TBR because I love talking about books with people. So I am bringing that one. Then we have some books that are not recommendations from people, but that I've had. I've had this book for a while, Spin the Dawn, and I think it's about a girl who has to, like, compete in some seamstressy, like, sewing kind of competition for the Imperial Palace. I don't know much else, but it'll be a quick little YA book to bring. This next book I recently got, and it's called The Ravens, and it's about people who are in a sorority, but the sorority is actually witches, and I'm in a sorority at my school, so I thought this could be fun to read and bring. And this book I also got from Half Price Books. It's Daughter of Smoke and Bone. Now this one is the start of a trilogy, and I don't have the other two books, so it might be a little bit further down on my priority list, but it's also a YA, and I've heard good things about this book series, and I've been wanting to read it for a couple of years, so we're bringing that. This book is called Foundryside, and it has a really unique magic system where the girl can touch something and then learn about the owners that came before. And then I have One Dark Window, which is a duology, and I've been wanting to read this book for a couple of years. And I think my time limit is coming to an end, so go to part 2.